Never give anyone that power. Our religion would condemn us for our sexuality. In the olden days, they thought we were witches. I wish the men thought they were witches now, because these men right now, they don't have fear of God. They don't believe that we probably have oracles at home.
Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My body says
Hey honey, what's up? It's your girl Destiny Martins and welcome to Honey's Privacy, where I really do not have privacy because I always spill my tea to you. I just love you. And I can only grow this channel through your help. Today's topic is 10 things no one taught me I want to tell you. You might come from a single mother, or maybe you're just young and you're naive and you're still exploring the world, and I didn't know a lot of things that I know now. I hope I do my best to show you and stir you the right way. And I don't want the society to make us so small that we do not become who we are supposed to be. Number one, people come and people go, but your goals will never leave you. Many people cannot be friends for 20 years. People fall apart. You have to look at it as you shedding and you growing into who you are supposed to be. When people start leaving, that chapter of your life is closing and you're entering another one. During the time when you were around these people, were you building on your talents? Were you chasing your dreams? Were you making goals? You're never left in a position where they met you, because you are also on your journey to find your people as well. And when you start to realize people come and people go, it's easy to live. We're going into number two. You are love, and never search for love anywhere else but within you. If you did not come from a home to securely attached parents, you will end up looking for love in places where love does not exist. I used to think before, if you had parents that did not pay attention to you, that you will end up being the best person you can be. I thought people that had too much parental guidance were the problems of the world. I wish my parents did better, and I'm gonna just say the truth. I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I did not recognize love is within me. Think of it. You are looking for a remote. You are watching TV and the remote goes missing. There's like 5 people in the room. You are going to tell yourself that this remote is with somebody here. And there's gonna be people who ignore you. There's gonna be people who are going to toy with you and they don't have the remote. You are going to allow this person to manipulate you, deceive you that they do have the remote, till you find out that the remote was never with anyone. They was actually with you. That's how it looks when you don't realize you are loved. Do life one day at a time. The accolades that you want to receive do not look like the work that you've been putting in, and you cannot do anything about the situation. I just want you to take life or the day one step at a time. If breathing is the only thing you can do, do it. You deserve to just exist on the days where things are not happening for you. Because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety when I cannot control life. Now I recognize that on days that I feel like crap, all I'm gonna do is breathe. And I'm not gonna let anyone convince me that breathing is just not enough. Attention from the opposite sex is valueless. I wish someone told me that long time ago. I need to drink to this one because, child. And I know they told me. The issue is that, would Destiny listen? No. When you are a traumatized little girl and you witness people treat you a certain type of way, you will look for attention and validation wherever you can find it. A woman is having relationship dramas and she cannot focus on herself. If she looks back at her life and she takes the men out of it, you will recognize that that was not the only problem in your life. You were having financial problems, you were having spiritual problems, you were having emotional problems, but the men were the distraction. And I feel like for us as women, since society and the world has already deemed us as we have to get married to have an identity, and I feel like low-key, they're sent from the devil if it's not from God. Because the right man will make sure that you do the things that you want to do. It is very hard to make a woman's life miserable if she likes herself more. Don't you see how everything is properly fixed everywhere? You want to come into my life and distract me? Why? Why? We are supposed to be building empires. Why are you coming into my life and you're giving me wahala? A man can see when you don't love yourself. And instead of them being like, oh my God, this girl does not love herself, let me leave her alone, or let me let her know so she can go work on herself. No, they will use you broken. They will use you emotionally tarnished, financially ill. They don't care as long as they get their own. A man that was not called by God, and you take the man out of the picture, you be like, damn, that's not the only thing that was wrong in my life. Learn your trauma so they do not control you. You don't see things like a secure person will probably do. Your boundaries, your standards have been put that the line is blurred. If you lived in a house where there was always arguments happening, there was always an angry parent, you can't run out of the house and say you don't want to be their child anymore. So you learn to conform. Regulate yourself around this parent when they're having these bad attitudes. You please them or you go hide away from them. And you just learn how to just dissociate from the whole situation. You go out in the real world and you start to see people like this, you will tolerate something that you're not supposed to be tolerating at all. We are seeing red light, green light, yellow light. A secure person is gonna go on green, they're gonna stop on red, and they're gonna slow down on yellow. You might see that red light too. Because of your anxious attachment style, red light does not mean red light anymore. You are going to try to pass that light. All these things you're doing are wrong. You have seen it so many times. You feel like you know what to do until your body starts to tell you that, hey, the stress you're putting me through, I'm tired. That's when you will see yourself on the bed, not being able to do anything for yourself. You will just be depleted. Your energy is currency. It's by knowing who you are. What made you you? What did you see in your childhood? What is the right way to respond, and how are we going to enforce that into our daily life? It becomes hard for people to use your trauma against you. It becomes hard for your trauma to use its experience against you too. Don't be embarrassed. Just blame your mother. Blame your daddy. I blame both of them because what the fuck? Be your first investment. Wish someone showed me how to spend money on myself and not feel bad about it. Not say to myself that I will spend a man's money first before I will spend mine. I am going to be my first investment. If that means working 2 jobs, increasing my education, if I can afford the things I want before a man comes into the picture, that is what I am going to do. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the people who are coming, that you are waiting for them to invest in you when they don't even know if the investment is going to be worth it. Just the way I am is enough. That's how other people are feeling too. They were told by their parents that they are enough. They were told by their parents that you don't invest in things unless you see value in it. How do you differentiate yourself from the pack? By investing into yourself. Because you're going to be waiting for a long time for other people to see your value. You cannot be embarrassed as a woman for the fact that you are fending for yourself. I would rather be a bad B and then my man meets me as a bad B, so he has to respect what he sees. You should be willing to help me with it because you know at the end of the day I would get this thing done without you. So you can have control over the situation. Never give anyone that power. Don't give it to a friend, don't give it to a mother. You will see how happy you will be when you can say that I did this for me. Your sexuality is your power. You are a woman. I know religion will condemn us for our sexuality. We are the closest thing to God because through us we can multiply. There's the prude woman and there's the hypersexual woman. They normally give the prude woman accolades because she doesn't walk around as sexy. She doesn't hold herself to a pedestal. She's just a woman and she does not really care as much about that part of her. There's the hypersexual woman that knows that she's too sexy and she's using it in the wrong way. Validation from men. And even the prude woman is also a pygmisha. It's just that one is obviously overly top and the one that society condemns, while the other one is prude, and most of the times she's a pygmy in quiet. Pick me when nobody's watching. She's not gonna stand for herself when a man is comparing her to the next woman and saying that, oh, you're not like the rest of these women, but she's still going to do the things that makes her the rest of these women. But she feels like, yeah, I'm different. She's kind of ashamed to be woman. So if a man is doing anything to her, she might keep quiet and not tell anybody. That type of woman can be going through trauma and trauma and trauma, and no one will know. Hypersexual women, they will be going through a lot of trauma through these men and be calling it power. They will be looking at it as they are controlling the narrative. This is not happening to them. They are allowing it. So if both of these women are seeking validation, you don't need validation from nobody. Just because you are a woman, that's enough. You are sexy and you get the chance to look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh my God, my body's fine. When you want to dress, you dress because it makes you happy. You don't have to expose your body if that's not something that you like. I actually like modest clothes because it makes me feel like I'm a rich woman. It's not because of religion. It's not because of society. It's because I love how it makes me feel. Why does it matter how you carry yourself, how you feel about your body? This is your chance to create. When you're feeling seductive, when you're feeling the urge to connect yourself to a man, this is your chance to pour into your art. That is what our sexual energy is for. But when you use it on the wrong things, like seeking validation from men, that is when you will see that you're becoming depleted. You don't even like the sex. The sex is not even all that. Every time you feel that seductiveness within you, go do something fun. And when it's too much for you, and maybe you have a great partner that you can share this love with, then you offer it out. But you never allow society to tell you who you are, because they're only trying to deplete you. In the olden days, they thought we were witches. I wish the men thought they were witches now, because these men right now, they don't have fear of God. They don't believe that we probably have oracles at home. Number 10, baby. I'm loving this. And it's the last one. Be intentional about your friendships. Not everyone has to be your friend, girl. Like, if you are gossiping about other people and everything but both of y'all and where you're trying to go, that's not a friend. If you guys are always talking about men and never talking about the things that you want to do, that's not a friend. If they are always ready to take you out but never asking you about the things that you need to get done or accomplish, that's not a friend. It is okay to be intentional about the friendships you have. It's okay to say that if you're going to be my friends, this is the requirement I have. Because I would rather have you have requirements and your friends meet them than you have friends that don't mean nothing and it just seems like you guys are just using each other for the wrong reason. It is okay to not even have friends and just have social allegiance with each other. Someone has to prove that they're loyal to you. In hard times, they will stand for you. They have to show you that you are not awkward. They are okay with being around you and allowing you to be who you are. And this takes time. It's not friendship of 2 years. It's not even friendship of 3 months. This is a gradual process. That's why some people will be friends with someone for 5 years and it will just look like there was no friendship at all because there was no tangible reasons to be friends. You have to come with more than just wanting to be my friend and going out. You have to prove your loyalty with me. You have to prove that you have standards. You have to prove that you're going somewhere. Make sure that when you're calling someone your friend, you are adding tax to it. When God created Adam, he saw that Adam was lonely. Adam didn't tell God he was lonely. God sent Adam his wife. Your people are coming. Stick to what the goal is and let God take care of the rest. So I believe that we did 10. I actually love this. This was fun. I would love to do this again, maybe on another topic. You tell me what you want to talk about or you want me to talk about. Also, if you like this video, comment, share. subscribe to my channel, baby. And this time now, I will be able to say that I have 100 subscribers. I will be so grateful. You don't know how much this will actually mean to me. And just the fact that you watched this video to the very end, I appreciate you. So I really, really mean it. And it's not the wine, I promise you. The wine doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it. See you next time, and thank you for watching Honey Privacy. Bye.
Deep in my heart, my mind, and my body.